A dead body arrives while I'm eating a meal to Camp Alpha. And the surveillance camera footage has images of a chaplain who doesn't remember who brought the dead racist, anarchist, Antifa terrorist, who said 3 words when they walked in to make sure there was a proper burial for their fellow soldier, comrade, buddy. Much different than the Marine Corps buddy system after September 11th in 2001, when my best friend, Ryan T. Morris, went to boot camp, returned home to a marriage wearing a uniform. And now I have bones and skeletons to dispose of, and explanations to provide why I'm recording a video now. To give information about awareness from the United States Army, Green Berets, Special Forces. They say, don't serve. We're never in the branch of service they proclaim and decide and choose to say was a lie, was fictitious, and makes no sentence coherent within cognitive dissonance. And the war fought long ago when there was a follower born who was ethnic and cultural, an elder with wisdom, and a time-traveling, psychedelic, addicted, drug smoking, crack pipe enjoying reward from some stimulation a mafia cartel sent from Mexico to give consciousness from South America to North America to Canada, where those Indians were planning to overthrow a government on their land, on their earth, where they were born now. However, a life lived from Ohio to Arizona to Washington State on Capitol Hill in Seattle are an end to a story long before there was broken windows and burning buildings and coughs and vomit from booze and cigarettes, social and emotional ego and self and behavior observed on a surveillance camera now. In other words, Google and Facebook and Microsoft and YouTube included, with Twitter sending out the dialect and the neurolinguistics and the psychotherapy. An engineer, technology degree holding, MIT graduate who went to Caltech afterwards to do their residence, makes a video with my face now and Joe Rogan's voice, with time and mathematics and logic from satellites in the sky. And then someone sees a screen and they go, I knew it. What a liar. What a horrible, disgusting, fake valor story talking motherfucking bitch who needs to shut up and die. And then I commit suicide hypothetically, after dedicating my life to be the change I wish to see in the world, and left with a right brain everyone calls a knife, he said, wanted to kill a whole building with a house and rooms where he pays rent to his landlord, who has a mystery he agrees was brought from aliens and UFOs to teach his cult about how much sex and how much rock and roll and how much confusion needs to spontaneously erupt for his volcano to explode and his mind to watch a plate of food grow mold and get cold and eventually there's a question about Nima Doma leaving food out all the time, and the hits and the slams and the bangs and the people brought from Tibet who were gifts as brides and secrets told to a government about a person who plays the drums and can sing about what Buddha told under a tree and Krishnamurti spoke about pedophilia, assault and harassment, African men slamming faces into the ground, and their women proclaiming, kings are here now, and queens and princesses, and art are fantastic and colorful and pretty and beautiful. And they killed a racist who was confused and misdirected by their eye contact and their posture and their dominance working together on a bus. After nannying for a family who works to feed their children and not buy guns and knives and some TV to watch on some bed where they have sex with a stranger they bought, on a street where they sell their meth and their drugs and their crack and their weed, yelling to anyone who stands in Mr. Former Vice President Donald Trump's campaign headquarters for Seattle. Bang, 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 bang. Their black brides will come for your whiteness, privilege, and then their black thug gangsters who are African Americans will bring an ethnic, primitive, indigenous Lakota tribe and a parachute and a wingsuit from an aircraft carrier who finally killed Osama bin Laden and finally proved to the world justice never gives up. Never gives up. And hunger and suffering, they never go away. There'll be another veteran from another war who's got more identification numbers and awards for their medals they earned in battle with a tank and a machine gun mounted on their roof, with an Apache helicopter providing air cover for their sniper, who carries 5,006 pairs of black clothing to march and march and march in formation with China and all of those other parts of an earth with processes in a system of global oneness and humanity united together for climate change now. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Listening to silence and quiet. And then waiting for awareness to blink. Attention to blink. And focus and concentration to detonate their IED explosive they used and use on Capitol Hill, in Seattle, in a Pacific Northwest with Portland and Washington State, and a California Navy ready for war. Now.